Hi beauty babes, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for coming back. If this is your very first time checking me out, then stop what you're doing and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If not, welcome back. In today's video I have a full face of my new foundation routine starring this Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation. I have nothing but like great things to say about this foundation, so if you guys want to see my thoughts about it and how I got this look, then go ahead and stay tuned.
I don't need a visa, I'm speaking Arabic, I mean not orange whip, baby don't force it, I know we foreign.
Okay, so I already did my eyebrows off camera just because in this video I really wanted to focus on my foundation. So the foundation I'll be talking about today is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous foundation, and I am in the color 420C. I really like the packaging that this foundation comes in. It reminds me a lot of the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. It's very similar in packaging, and NARS is my absolute favorite foundation that I've used. Honestly, this is my third bottle just this year. So I was really excited to try this. I like that it's luminous, so it's not like drying. I have used it once or twice and I really like the formula of it. I feel like this color in the bottle, it looks like it's a little bit too light for me, but it actually is my perfect foundation shade, so I just use the Sephora shade match. Yeah, so it comes with 30 milliliters, so 1 fluid ounce, which is about average for most foundation, and it retails, I believe, for $42. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll have all of that in the description box if you guys want to know. And so I thought this would be a great chance for me to show you guys my updated foundation routine, things I've changed, and yeah, things I'm doing a little bit different. So the first thing I want to do is take the Tatcha Silk Canvas. I've been loving this primer. The first thing I want to do is take a little bit of that primer, and I just mainly focus this on my T-zone. I can't remember the last time I did a foundation routine. I feel like it's been such a long time. And then next I want to use the MAC strobe cream, and I've been loving using this under my foundation. So I think this with the Luminous foundation, it just gives you like a really radiant finish. Just mainly focus that on my cheeks. So I just shake this really well, and then I just take 1.5 pump just on the back of my hand, and I just like to use my finger to just dab it on. I like doing one side at a time, and you guys will see why. So this is a very creamy foundation, but it's not very liquidy. As you can see, like, it's not running down my hand, so I really like the consistency. So this foundation is gluten-free, alcohol-free, dermatology tested. It's suitable for sensitive skin, and I can say that because I have really sensitive skin. And it's long wear, it has no flashback, so we're actually going to test that today. And it's a medium coverage foundation with luminous natural finish, and you can obviously build it up. So I like that because I don't like a sheer coverage. I like lightweight foundation, but I don't like sheer coverage. I definitely am a full glam type of girl. So next I take my Olay Mist Ultimate Hydration Essence. This is the energizing one, and I've been loving this. And I like putting this on my foundation because it just helps it just helps apply my foundation so much better. So I just go ahead and spray this, just a few pumps. Then I take my beauty blender and I just start blending that. So you can see that was just, I want to say like half a pump. So I'm just gonna go ahead and build that up a little bit more. And then as you can see, there's really nothing left, so I'm just gonna take that little bit. So I think that's about it. I'm going to put just a half a pump more. as you can see, it goes on very skin-like. So even though I have about 3 pumps on my face, it does not feel cakey at all. Like, I can still feel like it's breathable and I can still see my skin through it, which I really, really like. Mixing the Born This Way Multi Sculpt Foundation in Mocha and my Makeup Revolution in C11 because it's really light. So I like to let my concealer sit on my skin just for like a minute or so, just so that it can get a little bit tacky. So while I let that sit, I'm gonna go ahead and contour my face, and I'm gonna be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills in Deep. So I'm gonna be taking the color Espresso. Then now I go back in for my concealer, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and take my beauty blender, and I'm just gonna like kind of dab. I'm not gonna really like smear it. I mean, I'm not really gonna like move the concealer around. I'm just gonna kind of dab it in so that it sinks in. And as you guys can see, that just gives you like a flawless finish. I also like to bring that up to my lid so that I can kind of use it as a eyeshadow base. And then I'm just gonna take a brush and kind of just blend that contour in. I personally don't like a super harsh contour, so next I take a few different powders. First I start with my Hourglass Veil powder. I absolutely love this powder. Now I don't like baking, so what I like to do is I like to take my damp beauty blender and I go ahead and put it in the powder, get the excess on my hand, and then I kind of just press it in to make sure that like the powder sets the concealer. Now I like to just like bring it up on my nose as well and down my smile lines. So as you can see, I've kind of already set my concealer, and that's just what I like to do. I've never really been into baking, it's just not for me, but you know, to each its own. Then I like kind of do the same thing, but this time with the Fenty powder, Pro Filter powder in Cashew. But this time I kind of like take it a little bit more all over my face. And I like doing this with a damp beauty blender because it helps absorb some of the powder. So I'm not like just completely setting my face, because I don't like a matte look. I definitely like more, I like dewy. Take the back of the beauty blender and just go over my face while I'm like pushing it in just to make sure that I set my whole powder and there's nothing powdery and there's nothing cakey. Once again, I like to take my Olay Mist and go ahead and spray my face again. I like doing this a couple of times just because it helps, like with all the powder and the foundation that I put on my face, it kind of just helps like seep into my face, into my skin, and it doesn't make it look cakey. Like, I don't want to look cakey. I know I've said that like 7 million times, but, and then I just take a fluffy brush, honestly no powder at all, but just whatever's left on the lid, and I kind of just go over it just to make sure that everything is blended out. I only do this kind of foundation if I'm going for a full glam look. This is definitely not something that I do on, you know, everyday basis. If you guys see my life update video, which was up before this video, then you guys kind of would have seen my everyday foundation routine. So next I like to take a powder contour, and this is where I really contour my face. I don't necessarily do the cream contour as much, just a little bit. So I just go ahead and take the Anastasia powder bronzer in Cappuccino. You guys can see I already hit pan on this. And this is just to, you know, obviously bring back some dimensions to your face, because the foundation and the powder, just everything makes your face like super bland. And then the days that I don't wear eyeshadow, I just go ahead and I take my bronzer and I just apply this all over my lid. I'm gonna go ahead and use this blush. Now I will tell you, 90% of the time I don't use blush. I'm not a blush person, but once in a blue moon I will use blush. So since this is a full glam foundation routine, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys with my blush look. So this is the Wet n Wild Mellow Wine, and it's kind of what I've been loving lately. And then this is kind of where I would go ahead and finish off my face if I wanted to put on eyeliner, mascara, or anything like that. For this look, I think we're just going to go ahead and keep it really simple. So I kind of go back and forth with this highlighter. I absolutely love this highlighter, and I don't think I would ever like completely just get rid of it. But it's Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy. I really love this highlighter. And then I kind of use it on my tear ducts as well. And last but not least, I would like to take my Morphe setting spray. This has been my favorite setting spray. So that's it for my video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and seeing my updated foundation routine. I know like it's getting colder and it's definitely gonna be like winter soon, but this is just my go-to foundation, and we'll see if I kind of change it up for winter or not. I most of the time just don't. I kind of just change up the primers to be a little bit more hydrating primer, but this is my dewy full face foundation routine that I have been doing for the last couple of months. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and as always, everything that I use will be down in the description box. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you guys in the next one.